Hi guys, I'm Eileen. Today, I want to share with you the luxury items I've sold in 2021. Some of you know I've sold many items from my luxury collection, including the Cartier Love Bracelet, Cartier Just Unclued Bracelet, Hermes Lindy Bag, Van Cleef & Arpels necklace, and so on. For me, curating my wardrobe is like an ongoing project. I'm always looking through my closet to see if there's anything that don't serve me anymore, and I sell them on. That way, I get to recoup some money from the pieces I don't use, and someone else get to enjoy the items. So for me, it's really a win-win situation. And now without further ado, let's see what I've decluttered from a luxury collection this year. I also have a few luxury items I'm thinking to sell, so if you're interested, make sure to watch till the very end. First of all, I've sold my Ray-Ban Cloudmaster sunglasses. I had been thinking to sell them for a while because in the last 6 months, I wore them less than 4 times. I think the main reason is because they felt a bit loose on me. By the way, I'm a sunglasses lover. They are really my favorite accessories. I feel like a pair of sunglasses can easily elevate an outfit. I especially love them when I don't have any makeup on. So I do rotate my pieces on a regular basis. And the latest addition to my collection are these sunglasses from Portrait Eyewear. These are probably the most playful sunglasses in my collection. I usually try to go for designs which are fairly conventional, but I just wanted to try something different this time. To be honest, the design is quite simple, but the color contrast really makes such a statement. As you can see, the rims are in black color, but the corners are in this beautiful beige color, so are the sides or the temples. These are really fun and edgy, but I'm not worried about them being too loud, especially because my outfits are usually quite casual and simple, so these should help to spice things up a little. If you're not too familiar with Portrait Eyewear, they are a luxury eyewear brand and all their pieces are handmade in Italy. I'm not sure if my photos do them any justice, but they feel really well made in person. These are actually my 3rd pair of sunglasses from them, and all these pieces that I have are very lightweight and so comfortable to wear. I don't really have a high nose bridge, so certain sunglasses do slip off my face, but these fit me perfectly. I think I welcome these sunglasses at the perfect time because they will look really lovely in the summer. If you want to try out some pieces from Portrait Eyewear, I have a discount code for you guys for 30% off, and you can find it in the description box down below. And don't forget to sign up to their newsletter as well for more exclusive discounts. Another luxury item I've sold in 2021 is the Louis Vuitton mini pochette from the 2017 limited Christmas edition. That mini pochette looks absolutely adorable. In fact, I will go as far as saying it's one of the best designs from Louis Vuitton in the last 10 years. That is the reason why I hesitated about selling it for a while, because even though I wasn't using it, I loved looking at it. Some of you know I already have this Louis Vuitton mini pochette in the Damier Ebene canvas, which I use on a daily basis. So to be honest, I didn't really need another mini pochette. I'm also quite a lazy person and I don't like to transfer things between small leather goods. It's just a bit too much work for me. So earlier this year, I decided to be honest with myself that I had waited long enough and it's time to let the mini pochette go. So far, I've had no seller's remorse, although I do know if I ever regret my decision, it'll be quite a challenge to find another one in a brand new condition. But I'm okay with it. After all, there are a lot of beautiful things out there, so I'm sure I'll be able to find something if the day ever comes. I also sold my Burberry short wallet. It was the very first luxury wallet I bought, and it was in a beautiful lime green color, and the leather was very soft and supple. I also really enjoyed the size because even though it's quite small, it was big enough to carry all my cards, some cash, and even some coins. However, after I bought this Chanel mini O case, I basically stopped using it and it just sat in my closet collecting dust. I actually forgot I still had it in my collection. It only came to light when I was doing a lot of decluttering, which is why I really recommend everyone to declutter, because it's very likely you'll come across something that does nothing for you apart from taking up your space. More importantly, you can actually make some money if you just take a bit of effort to try to sell the item, because the things that don't work for you might be someone else's treasure. Anyway, I bought the wallet at about £150 10 years ago, and someone bought it from me at £40, which is really not a bad deal considering I've used the wallet a lot. Another luxury item I've sold is the RMS Horsehead Charm in a beautiful burgundy color. Last year, I decided to sell all my Hermes leather charms because I really wasn't getting any joy from using them. It was really silly of me because I bought all 4 pieces in a very short span of time. Really, the right thing to do would be to just get one and see if I actually enjoy using it instead of expanding my collection for no reason. Anyway, last year I managed to sell all the Hermes Rodeo charms, but this horsehead charm wasn't generating a lot of inquiries. After waiting for months, I decided to cut my losses this year and send it to a consignment service who bought it from me outright. But of course, I lost out on quite a bit of money. Going forward, I don't plan to buy any more designer leather charms because I prefer using my bags the way they are. So for me, these expensive leather charms are just not worth my money. Another item I've sold is also a small leather good. By now, you probably know why I'm so conscious about spending on small leather goods now. Anyway, I sold the Anya Highmark small leather pouch in a gorgeous bright yellow color. Honestly, I bought this pouch because it looks so adorable. I didn't really think about what I would use it for. And as it turns out, I actually had no use for it because the pouch was too small as a clutch bag and too big as a wallet. I can't begin to tell you how much lighter I feel just by decluttering all the small leather goods that did nothing for me apart from looking beautiful. Now, I know a lot of people have a soft spot for small leather goods because, first of all, they always look so cute and adorable. Secondly, they also cost a lot less than a luxury handbag. I know I used to feel a lot less guilty when I bought a Chanel card holder compared to a Chanel handbag. And before I knew it, I started buying more than I ever needed. So just try to be a bit more intentional when buying small leather goods because they are actually really expensive for what they are. In fact, a few Chanel card holders could buy you a very nice luxury handbag. Moving on, I have 3 luxury items I'm thinking to sell. The first one might come as a surprise because I've mentioned previously that I loved this item, which is the Cartier Just Unclue ring. So this is in yellow gold and with diamonds on the nail head. I bought this piece mainly to wear on my index finger on the right. I still think this is a beautiful statement piece and I love the looks of it. In the first 12 months after I purchased this ring, I was wearing it so much, especially in the winter when I had a lot of layers on. It's just such an easy way to accessorize the whole outfit. In the last 12 months though, I've been more and more conscious about the slight discomfort I get from wearing this ring. So basically, the nail head has a circular shape and the bottom half of the circle does pinch on my skin ever so slightly. This is actually the reason why I sold my Cartier Just Unclue bracelet as well. Now this is something I've always been aware of, but it only started bothering me in the last 6 months. I feel like the older I get, the more I value my own comfort. So I think it's time to let this ring go. In terms of sizing, I listened to my SA and went for a size bigger. So this is the size 53. Now if you go for a very well-fitting size, the nail head can really press on your skin and it can also scratch on your knuckles slightly when you try to remove it. This might put some of you off, but I just want to be completely honest and just put it out there. For those of you who are interested, please get in touch. So this is in excellent condition and it comes with the full set as well. This is the second item I'm thinking to sell and is a Burberry coat. This is from the Burberry Brit line and is in a UK size 4 and US size 2. The material is made of 71% virgin wool, 4% cashmere and 25% polyamide, and the inside is fully lined. Now this has quite a boxy silhouette. To be honest, it looks really nice on, but it just looks a bit too serious for my liking. I wear mostly very casual and simple, so this often is not my choice of coat. Last year, I did think about selling it, but then I thought maybe I should give it another go. But now I've decided it's time to sell it. I think this will make someone else very happy. Next, I've decided to let these Ferragamo flats go. So these are the very classic Verena flats and they are in this beautiful dark silver color. I got them as a gift about 6 years ago, but I've only worn them 5 times because they are too big for me. So I'm usually a size US 6, but these are in size 7. I did try to wear them with some insoles, but it just doesn't work. So I think it's time to let them go. They are in very good condition, apart from some scratches on the soles. The quality is really amazing, so I can understand why people love them. So if you're interested, please get in touch. There you have it. Those are the luxury items I've sold in 2021. I highly recommend everyone to look through your wardrobe and review every single item in your collection. If there's something that don't serve you anymore, consider letting them go. That way, you will reduce the clutter in your home and you can also free up some cash for the items you actually enjoy using. I promise you, it will feel so refreshing and you might even get addicted to it. For those of you who are interested in the pieces I'm selling, please get in touch. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to share, like and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Have a nice day.